Basebo nibanyabo tutyameko. First, I want to beg for your indulgence. I'm going to use a number of languages, but I will tell you why. I have chosen to use English. I will also use Busoga, and I will use any other language I feel comfortable. And I will also tell you why. The president and the founders of Twegaite Global Inc, all invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. First, before I introduce myself, let me thank. One, I want to thank the Almighty God for the gift of life. Because if we did not have life, many of us would not be here. So let us put our hands together and thank the Almighty God for the gift of life. Ekyokubiri, nenda okwebaza Baba Kyabazinga olw'okunfuula Katukiro wa Basoga ow'omusanvu bukyanga Busoga ebaawo. Ate Katukiro asinze okuba mu ntebe eyo emyaka 10. That is not a mean achievement. Era nayenda okwebaza abaatusooka, abaatusomesa, abaatukulembera. Ate nga ni wano mu abo abaatusooka mulimu abaatubeererawo nga tukaali bayisuka. Omukyala wange Mary, let me take this opportunity to recognize you here today. Ndi bwe twaba abaana abato twali mu maka ge. It's not a mean feat okukuza Katukiro wa Basoga. So, ndikwenda okwebaza olw'omulimu ogwo. Ndikwenda okubeebaza imwe ino for representing Busoga well. All of you. Thank you for representing us well. You are the image of Busoga. Whatever you do represents the good values of who a good Busoga is. We want to thank you. I want to thank you on behalf of the Kyabazinga for raising your children with the values that I have seen here. I want to thank you. I will not stop thanking. I will thank you for the deliberations about our Basoga. But most importantly, I want to thank the kids who performed for us. Nyabo ogabye certificate ayensuubira nti buli ya performance mwani muwaire certificate. Buli, every kid that participated, including their tutor, deserves a certificate from us. And if you want to give it, I will give it. Because I have the authority. I am not going to tell you today that I am here as Joseph, because I can never be Joseph. I am here as the Katukiro of Busoga with the full authority of that office. I want to thank you very much for the job you do for us. But tell you, nti ife omulimo gwaife mu Busoga gubaire gwakuta Busoga mu buntongi. Obuntongi mbwidde oba muganda okoti ku lutikko. Ogwo n'omulimu gwe tubaire nagwo. Improving the image of the kingdom, the brand of the kingdom. And we have succeeded, I can tell you. Now that the brand is up here, it is your responsibility as abana ba Busoga to keep that brand shining. And in this function, you have not let me down. I want to thank you. Culture evokes emotional responses. And these words were said by the late Bamoze, that culture evokes emotional responses. And because culture evokes emotional responses, politics does not evoke emotional responses. Culture does. It is our responsibility to harness that culture for development. We are here because of culture. We are here because of an emotion. It is up to us to tap that emotion to develop our Basoga. I am not from the school of thought that goes around speaking, eira twasomanga, eira twabitanga, Busoga yabitanga, there was no poverty in Busoga. I'm not from that school of thought. The question that I want to pose to you, what have you done when you can? What have you done? What have you done? That's the question. We are here talking about the past, calling our children spoiled. Who is spoiled? Who raised us? Our parents. Who gave us the values? Our parents. If our children are spoiled, who is spoiled? It is you, the parents, that are spoiled, for God's sake. It is you who is not raising this child as a Busoga, regardless of where they are. It is you who doesn't love where they come from. And let me tell you, the only thing you remain with in this global world, and I am an acclaimed economist, trained in Uganda, but fit for purpose for the whole world. We are not inferior. We are superior, I can tell you this. I choose and pick where I want to work, whether it is the World Bank, but trained in, I'm not inferior. I am not. The way they run a model in America is the way we run a model in Uganda. If it is inflation, it is inflation, that is it. Doesn't matter which color you are. The only thing you remain with is your identity. The world will change, trade will change, but your identity is the only asset that you're going to remain with, and culture gives us that. Ndibasaba bana mukume identity yaimwe ey'Obusoga. Empwitu y'ekisoga is an advantage. Nze bana nina empwitu. Nze toniinirira kuba alina ki? Empwitu. Kobaani, nze nina empwitu. Nakuzibwa n'empwitu. Era abaana baife mbakuze n'empwitu nga baidi nti toniinirira nina ki? Mpegano bana. Change starts with us. If you love Busoga, everybody loves Busoga, Busoga will develop. But let me tell you one thing. Busoga will not develop if you do not invest in Busoga. Nobody is going to change Busoga on your behalf. Nobody. Nifawaliye Kampala, we are very culpable. We have the best houses in Buganda. We invest in Buganda and don't invest in Busoga and then complain. Ate bana mutusinie kuba Christmas wetuuka mwatukozingira jamu idinda ya muzira mayumba. We mufiirwa abantu baimwe mwabakweka nga timuli kwenda tutegeere mujabaziika. Because you have not developed where you come from. Please, I beg you. I beg you. Develop your Busoga. Only you President Museveni will not develop Busoga without the Basoga. It is my responsibility, and Amos and others, to develop Bufula. Nobody else will do it on our behalf. It is my responsibility, Ronald and others, to develop Budondo and my Muko here. We all have to develop Budondo. One by one, we'll make a change. For the job well done, I want to assure you, I am not here by mistake. I am not here by mistake. I pick and choose where I go and what I do. I chose to be here. And I know, and I know that I'm in the right place. And it's the first time. It is the very first time for me to take off my time to attend Twegaite. The very first. It is not because I cannot afford, but because I had not yet been convinced that the necessary change we needed was beginning to happen. Yes. I am a man who stands for my words. I can take whatever heat I have to take because I am a strong man. And from this day onwards, I'm going to support you. Okay? I will support you with all my life, because if I'm not going to do something, I don't start it. Ate munsasiranga maze omwaka mulamba bavuma omwibi yali musakyabazinga waife yakola ati. Never answer words with words, answer words with action. Bagano nja kuirayo Busoga nga ntambula nga zeragenda nchakala buchakale nti mwogere kyabazinga namuwamba kimuwamba ngako kyabazinga yali alikola bintu biri mu magezi ate kyabazinga tasaba. Let me tell you, kyabazinga takola ki takobera bantu ati ndikujja ni wani kyabazinga bamwiramu. Ate bana Abasoga tulina embwitu ate emizimu gya Busoga nga gyatabuika ejo Katonda waife nga yavuireyo ebintu mebuti rumbu yaliwa. After abusing the Kyabazinga, he has met his day. He's heading to Uganda very soon. Why should you ever attack the Kyabazinga? Tell me. Why should you attack our Kyabazinga, for God's sake? Oh, Mama Wange. And for that matter, ndikwenda okwebaza mwena mwena for a job well done. Abana mwebale, thank you for fighting to keep your identity. I want to thank you for investing in yourselves. There's something peculiar I have seen around here. Ntimwena you're investing in studying, regardless of your age. That is the future. Era ndikwenda okuba encouraging and keep doing it. And where you need support, and I have time, I'll give that support. Okay? Whether it is a government decision, we will make it. After all, I'm the head of planning of that country. I'm not a small person, okay? I am in charge of all the good things and the bad things that country can offer. If it is jam, I take responsibility. If it is whatever, I take responsibility. If there is anyone disturbing you in the government, and you have an investment you are doing that is not moving, I will offer to unlock it. You know, my mother is running, and I'm being very... She was named after the woman who loved me most. The only woman who could handle me. Bitu. man who could handle this stubborn man. But now you look, this stubborn, stupid man is the Katukiro of Busoga. Never write off your children. Don't write off anybody. Eh? This man who was miming at my graduation, he was telling Amosimos earn a degree, that he will also earn a degree. He's now here leading and supporting the name of Busoga. Okay? And before I leave, let me thank my personal assistant. She is here. That's my personal assistant, Agatha Babiri. But luckily, she's also my granddaughter. I ensure that I cannot be given poison by selecting one whose cost will be very high if I die. Basebo ni banyabo ndikwenda otwala omukisa guno okubeebaza. Aye ate nga nkaali kumaliriza kaneebaze bakaga bangu okuva e Buganda. Sebo oweisaza. Mukama wange neyanziza nnyo era we naddayo eka nannyini ggwanga mwe neebaka nga nvudde e Busoga nja mubuulira nti natuuseeko wa. Sebo nyabo PA, you remember to make that call to the Prime Minister of Uganda. I want to thank him for having such great people who welcome me even in America. Okay? We want to pledge the support of the kingdom. We want to pledge our personal support. We want to pledge advice when you're writing these projects. Why should anybody tell you to job on a DEO? When the Katukiro of Busoga is there, why should anybody? I have absolute authority to enter any part of Busoga, any minute, any day, any second, and nobody will ask me. Because I am the Katukiro of Kyabazinga okulia tibamukobaako, Kyabazinga gabulana ly'okuna afunvuwe. Obufulu bufu abaana bakole ki? Bawona olunkusense. Basebo ne banyabo, every time you bear the vision, you bear the burden to deliver that vision. Oba Montegay. When you start something, you have the responsibility to make sure that thing succeeds. May God bless you.